Hello and welcome to another episode of the Federal Church Presents Better Than Bloomberg. Another note from Zero Hedge that doesn't really have anything to do with markets. Or maybe it does. Perhaps with all of the people having coincidences. Let's see a little bit of economic contraction. Don't forget those vaccines are safe and effective, and make sure to prevent something like this from happening to you by getting your booster today. Vax mandate fascist Gene Simmons suffers onstage health issue, cancels show. By TDB. TDB there sounds like he doesn't believe in the vaccines. Don't forget, they're safe and effective. And make sure to get your booster today so you don't have a COVID incident like Gene Simmons here. Let's see if something from the Daily Bell continued. If celebrating celebrity COVID vax injuries is wrong, he does not want to be right. Look at that. Too bad. They probably paid him more than, or they probably paid Gene Simmons and they're more than Ben Barty over there. Let's see here. Continuing our exposure of rock and roll stars assuming the role of biomedical fascist. Washed up rock star Gene Simmons of Kiss fame recently suffered an unidentified health emergency on stage. It's because he didn't get his booster. He was struck by the COVID, obviously. So you need to get your booster shot today. So severe that the show had to be canceled mid-performance. Let's take a look.
Kiss brought their end of the road tour to South America. And during a performance in Brazil on Wednesday night, Kiss bassist Gene Simmons attempted to perform but came down with an unspecified health issue. The band was in the middle of their performance when Gene Simmons appeared to begin struggling down while he continued to attempt to play, much to his credit. Despite Gene's efforts to push through his illness, Paul Stanley made the announcement to the crowd that the band was halting so that they could take care of their bandmate. Because we love him, right? He told the crowd. A local news report said, shortly before the song Cold Gin, sung by Simmons, the artist felt unwell, causing the presentation to stop for at least 5 minutes. Soon after, he returned to the stage and looked better, waving to some fans nearby and carrying on with the show. Of course, Paul Stanley normally flies over the crowd on the zip line, but according to this report, that also didn't take place, but for security.
Via People, Gene Simmons wasn't able to fully rock and roll all night during a Kiss concert, but he still did his best. During the rock band show in Manaus, Brazil on April 12th, the vocalist and bass player became ill on stage and needed to pause the show before sitting down for the remainder of the performance. Hold on, singer and guitarist Paul Stanley told the audience mid-show, according to fan videos, we're gonna have to stop. We know how much you love Gene and he's obviously sick. We're gonna have to stop to take care of him because we love him, right? Continued the rocker, 71 years old. Let's give Gene a really loud Gene. 1, 2, 3, Gene. Simmons later claimed the melodrama was a simple case of dehydration, and perhaps it was. See? You just needed to get a booster and some water. See? Especially with the drama. You just need to get your boosters and some water. But I sincerely hope it was a COVID-19 vaccine injury, given his previous public shilling of brutal government vax mandate. Ooh, look at that. Ben Barty over there does not like people who don't have their vaccine or who promotes their vaccines. Wonder why. Gene Simmons, you don't have as many rights as you think. Shut up, be respectful, and get a vaccine. Huh. And again, this isn't as entertaining as the one with Carlos Santana. But he was probably just dehydrated. Just needed a booster. You don't have as many rights as you think. Shut up, be respectful, and get a vaccine. Yeah, you definitely need to be respectful and get your vaccines. Simmons designed to instruct the peasants. Thanks to Simmons' pharmaceutical fear-mongering, normal unvaxxed, the elderly who aren't members of a cringe boomer rock band died all alone in nursing homes without the supporting cheers of 1,000 screaming fans. Let's take a look here.
Those outdoor in-person
Sounds like
visits are allowed to
disinformation
start back
to me.
up in Ohio on July
They just needed
20th,
their
but
boosters.
Dupree House here and Episcopal
Get some
Retirement
water.
Services as a whole are
Just
taking
like Gene
things
Simmons
slow and making
and
sure they
Carlos
can host
Santana.
those visits safely before
And several other
allowing them
people who have
again.
been on stage and
Doing the
collapsed and
best I can, I guess that's all anybody
They didn't have their
can do.
boosters.
Ruth Eisen
What happened?
lives at Dupree House and says not being able to have her son and
Yeah, these nursing home people, they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough boosters. That's why. COVID's a horrible, horrible virus. Millions of working-age people lost their livelihoods for not taking the shot. Kids were kept out of school and lost out on critical development as a result. The death count from the injections is yet unknown, but it's around 20,000 currently on the CDC's VAERS reportings. Now you have to remember, this might be an issue of causality or other coinciding variants there. They probably just didn't have enough of their boosters. COVID is a very bad virus. Likely a dramatic undercount. These are criminal abuses by the state facilitated by Gene Simmons and his ideological ilk. To quote Hillary Clinton, Gene Simmons is what we call a super predator, no conscience, no empathy. Let us not forget what the public health trademark authorities aided and abetted by Gene Simmons did to us, to Western civilization. Let us celebrate the COVID vax injuries sustained by the likes of Gene. Why would you wish such bad things on those people? Oh, jeez, that's such a horrible thing to say. He has sown his karma. I just wanted to see it carried to its natural conclusion. Why? Why? There's such good people getting their vaccines and boosters up to date. They're just good, responsible people. Fuck Gene Simmons, the crusty old dirtbag authoritarian, says this guy. I pray karma is real, and it's what we're seeing in that video. Ben Barty is an independent Bangkok-based American journalist with opposable thumbs. Join Armageddon Pros, and again, this is for this, guys. This isn't mine. Make sure to donate to mine in the wallet below there. Daily Bell is at risk of being deplatformed. Oh my God. Now again, the Reverend here fully endorses vaccines and their boosters. You need to protect yourself and others from the horrible, horrible COVID virus. That Jesus would want you to. Along with donating to the Bitcoin wallet below and paying your damn tithe.